Well, hello there. Of course, I'm James Hinkle with Sounds Like Videos. And, well, right now, there's not a whole lot of sports going on. So I figured I've got all these games from this last year, high school basketball, archived. So I figured, well, let's just try rebroadcasting them and give people something to watch. I know people enjoyed watching them the first time, so anyway. Yeah, what we have here, this is the Appleton City Tournament. This is the championship game between the girls. Would be the Osceola and also Montrose girls. Very good game. I chose this one specifically because the ending was, shall we say, close. Very good ending on this. A lot of you have already seen this, but for those who haven't, or just looking for something to do other than just, stupid memes on Facebook, gives you something to kind of watch and do. So anyway, this is the Osceola Indians Montrose Girls Championship game at Appleton City. Thank you all for watching throughout the season, basketball, and then also football as well. We did a lot. Well, we did all the football on KDKD, but everybody that watches the local sports, just want to appreciate you guys for that, because it keeps us motivated, keeps going. One other thing that helps us whenever it comes to doing high school sports is if you like and share the streams when they come available. Just really quick, and then we'll get to the game. What that does is it lets YouTube and Facebook and all the platforms that we stream on, whenever you click or have any type of interaction while it's streaming, it goes in their analytics and it basically calculates out and says, oh, well, X amount of people are watching, X amount of people are liking, X amount of people are sharing this. So the next time a game comes live, the analytics will put it higher in the priority list as far as viewership. So it'll go into more news feeds. So you're actually helping your school and you're helping your team when you do that. I'm going to get off that soapbox. I know I say that a lot. This was an exciting game. I chose this one for what the obvious reasons are. It was a close game. One other reason, and those who are close to me know that I'm a big advocate for girls sports. So anyway, I may pop back in up in the corner from time to time and say a few things, but here we go. Without further ado, I'm going to get this game rolling. Like the new one came out on what, the 14th?
Yes.
So, but you're going to see two really good girls teams here. So here we go with the tip off. We got Self and Steinbach.
Here we go. We're going to get underway.
Osceola gets the ball first. First opportunity to score. Goes down. Misses on the layup. Oh, she was out of bounds when she grabbed that ball. Just for a little bit of information, Stacy and I are doing dual roles tonight. A lot of times you'll hear me talk about Stacy doing being the producer. Well, she's doing producer and also a little bit of the color as well. So, and then I'm standing directly behind her at the camera, so I'll be doing dual roles as well.
Oh, and we've got a good steal from Osceola. She managed to get between the two Montrose girls on that pass and get a hand on the ball. Looks like as she couldn't hold her feet, we got a jump ball call, so Montrose will retain possession.
All right, the ball is in play to the outside, top of the key. Passes the ball back to the outside. Only, I think, one shot's been shot so far, and that was by Osceola. Oh, that ball was tipped back and out. Thrown into the inside, underneath.
No shot.
No shot, but there was a foul called.
So Osceola called for the foul there. Montrose will bring the ball in from their own baseline.
Laswell will throw the ball in.
Oh, quick pass under the basket. Look at that.
There you go.
And that's number 4, Jaden Steinbach, with the 2 points.
Yeah. And Montrose strikes first. Just want to welcome everybody tonight that may be tuning in just a few minutes after we start. As always, and you're going to hear me say this a lot, please share. Give everyone you know an opportunity to see the ball. There's a 3 ball from the outside off of the rim and goes out. Covered by Osceola. Shot taken again by number 12 and missed. Oh, tipped off the top of Montrose fingers, and it will be Osceola ball. You know, Stacy, we've been doing a lot of basketball lately.
Yes, we have.
We were just at the Lakeland homecoming game last night.
Oh, and Montrose manages a steal there. And comes in just as she crosses the half-court line there, manages to draw the foul.
That might have been a double dribble.
Oh, yeah, it looks like it would be.
Yeah. It's okay. The coach has got him all lined out.
You know, it's easy to get excited, isn't it?
Yes, it is. All right. 3 ball, shoots up, off the rim, out. Recovered by Osceola. A long 3 shot, and it goes in. So we have it 3-2, Osceola. We promised you guys this would be a good game, and these girls are obviously fighting very, very hard. Looks like Montrose, the Blue Jays, will inbound the ball. Got a substitution here. Rojas comes into the game. Shoots from the outside 3. No good. Recovered by Osceola. A very long 3 shot. No good.
You're definitely putting a lot of those up,
yes,
aren't
they are. Oh, that was a very well-placed pass, but it hit her in the face. Number 24 picked it up and bumped it off the glass for a score. 4-3.
And that's Peyton Laswell, number 24 for Montrose.
15 from the outside. Off the rim.
Not quite there for Bailey Anderson.
You know, we're seeing more and more 3 shots taken in high school basketball. It's just...
Well, you know, Lakeland boys had a shootout last night, it looked like. That was all they put up. And I don't remember how many they ended up with, but I wouldn't be surprised to find out they broke 10 for the team last night.
Yeah, I think it actually, unofficial, I think that was 11. Shot from the underneath, rebounded by Osceola, goes up. And looks like was a foul called there?
Yep, foul on the shot, so she'll go to the line. Oh, no, we're not in bonus yet, are we?
No, we're not. So, Osceola ball. Willard to inbound the ball. Oh, gets it to the outside, shoots. She had a clear shot there and missed.
And that'll go out on Osceola. It'll be Montrose ball. And Osceola brings out their full court press there. They've got a 2-1-2 up.
Yeah. You know,
but Montrose handles it pretty easily with a pass down the middle. Oh, and then immediately throws
that
it
was
away.
A bad pass right there. Osceola. Shot from the outside. Rebounded off the glass and goes in. We got a foul called. Laswell to inbound it. Landis now with the ball. Carries it across half court.
And we get a jump ball call. Again, you know, the pass for Montrose just not a real clean pass that time, and Osceola was right there to step in and get a hand on it.
You know, they have struggled a little bit tonight with their passes. That's from what I hear. Now, we have not watched Montrose play yet, but from what everybody's told me, they're a very solid team. So to see them make these types of mistakes is a little surprising.
Well, and sometimes when you're in tournament and you're seeded first in an 8-man bracket, you play a lot of games that week. You know, so this is the final game of a long week, and maybe they're just
up
running
off
a
the
little
glass
tired.
end. Number 30, Vogel. So shot goes up, rolls around a little bit and goes in. Your score is now 6-7. Montrose.
Ooh, again.
That was a dangerous pass right there. A very long three does not go in. It was rebounded by Montrose. Pass to the inside, up, fouls, and the shot counts. That will send her to the line.
We're just at 3 minutes left to play here in this first quarter, and Montrose up 8-7 over Osceola, and we've just been a back and forth on that score all night long.
Vogel to take the shot from the foul line. Goes up, bounces off the rim, no good. Oh, they get the rebound back off the glass, but it is rebounded by Osceola, and they are fouled.
Oh, yeah, and that was number 12, Aaliyah Sora. She thought she had a fast break there and managed to catch the foul off from Montrose.
Yeah, if they hadn't caught her, she was going to score. There wasn't anybody between her and the goal. That's a three shot from the outside, bounces up. Rebound picked up by Montrose.
We've seen number 2, Mackenzie Wohlers, do a lot of those baseline shots, and she hasn't sunk one yet, but boy, once she warms up,
Ball is stolen away by Osceola. A one-on-one here. Up, layup, and is successful. That's number 12.
And there she is, Aaliyah Sora. She finally got her breakaway, for sure.
Oh, a bad pass, and they called her for, okay.
Is she going to get the travel call?
Yeah, she did.
Sure.
She took one too many steps. Well, Osceola is up by 1. I'm going to make a prediction that there's not going to be very much between these two teams here as far as score.
You're going to predict that we cannot predict it.
Yeah. It's going to be back and forth. You know, I think this game's going to come down to who got the most rest last night.
Well, that is possible. You know, we've seen
shot from the outside. That's only 2. Good. Who was that?
I think that was Mackenzie Wohlers again.
Okay. Quite see her number. Thank you. All right. Lakeland with the ball. Up for the layup. Bounces around and goes in. Now 10-11. Osceola up by 1. And a timeout
we're
is
going to
called.
get a timeout here.
Yeah. These two teams have definitely been playing hard. Of course, our halftime sponsor is Aaron Collins of Missouri Farm Bureau. Now, Missouri Farm Bureau sets in Clinton Corners, and there's another sponsor that's actually at Clinton Corners too. Who is that, Stacy?
Oh, I think that's Bernard Tax and Bookkeeping.
Isn't that where you work?
It might be where I work, yeah. So we're gearing up for tax time, that's for sure. It is nice, by the way, to have Aaron Collins right there next door. He is our agent, handles all our home and auto insurance, and I'm sure sometimes he feels like I am a constant bother, but he definitely doesn't tell me that. He's constantly reminding me that he's got an answer to my question, and if he doesn't know what it is, he'll find out. So,
all right. We are back to the ball game. Championship round, girls. Osceola versus Montrose. Pass to the outside. 3-shot, no good.
Oh, and Aaliyah almost managed to get her own rebound there.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, that girl is quick.
Yeah, she's definitely got some speed. Oh, she drives in, passes back to the outside.
And that's number 4, Jaden Steinbach,
Yeah.
with 2 for Montrose.
And now Montrose leads by 1. Three-shot from the outside.
Wow, there you go.
And
That's
Osceola now takes the lead.
Number 2, Mackenzie Wallers.
As I predicted, this is going to be back and forth. Here's a 3-shot from the outside. Bounces up. It does not go in. Rebounded by Osceola. Wow, a long 3-shot, and that goes in. Wow.
That is 2 in a row for Mackenzie Waller. She's really hit her stride, hasn't she?
I think she shot that from the banks of Truman. That was way out there.
She might be aiming at that college 4-point line.
You know what? I think that would have been a boys' college 3-point shot.
It's very possible.
Yeah. Got 10 seconds in the first quarter. Foul's called. Lenz will go to the line.
That foul was on number 13, Zoe Tillotson.
Up. Not successful. Got some substitutions on both sides. Several substitutions, actually. We'll get those names here in just a second. All these girls have very long hair, and it covers up their numbers. And this is the first time we've seen Osceola and also Montrose, so we don't have their names quite memorized just yet.
And I've got a shooter for Montrose, number 25, and she's not on our roster, so I don't know if we've got a different number for her maybe.
Yeah.
And we're coming to the end of our first quarter here.
3
6
shots,
seconds left.
no good. Rebounded
3,
by Osceola off the
2,
glass.
1.
And the end of the first quarter. Osceola 19, Montrose 13. Wow.
You know, Montrose and Osceola were trading shots back and forth there for a long time, and Osceola has managed to pull away here, but you got to think that most of that is due to those 2 3-point shots that Wohlers ended up putting away, just one right after the other there. Without that, we'd be in a tie ball game still.
That's absolutely right. This is the biggest lead.
It is.
For any team, for either team. So, this has been an exciting game. These girls are both a lot of talent out here on the floor. That's for sure. I definitely understand by what I've seen why Montrose was listed as ranked in the top 10.
Absolutely.
But I tell you what, Osceola has definitely showed up, and they are putting on a show.
They are here to play tonight, aren't they?
Absolutely.
You know, we've got a big week of basketball coming up. We're here tonight. Of course, you mentioned that we were at Lakeland last night for their homecoming. On Tuesday, we'll be here in Appleton City again as the Lakeland Vikings come over to take on Appleton City. And then again on Friday, we will be at Lakeland as they face Archie. So plenty of basketball. In fact, I think we're also covering a Clinton game on Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that'll be Oak Grove. It'll air on Sounds Like Videos, Facebook, and YouTube, as well as KDKD as well. That is their game of the week.
Yeah.
All right, Montrose tossing the ball around here a little bit, trying to find an opening. But Osceola is definitely pressing in. Got a little double team there. Shot goes up.
Off the fingers, and it'll stay with Montrose.
He gets the foul. Oh, goes to the outside, a 3 ball. Misses the rim completely. Osceola's ball. I will inbound the ball. Osceola. shot from the outside 3, bounces up, no good. Rebounded by Osceola. Oh, and stolen away by Montrose. Oh. You know, that is one thing that has plagued Montrose tonight is those bad passes. Oh, open court here, easy in, off the glass.
And that's number 2, Mackenzie Rollers with the 2 points.
Oh, wow, another steal, which results in another 2 points.
And again, Rollers puts it right back up again. And we're going to get a timeout.
Yeah, Montrose coach, smart of Montrose coach, called that timeout. His girls were on their back heels.
You know, that brings us to a 10-point spread. That's the widest gap we've had this game now.
It is. So, of course, Aaron Collins is our timeout sponsor. So, just want to give a little thanks, a little love his way. His Osceola Indians. He's actually from there, so a little confession. I too, and if anybody's listening to any of the broadcasts, they know that I'm also from Osceola. Stacy and I do live in Clinton, so, but Osceola is actually my hometown. Of course, Stacy graduated from Lakeland, where we were at last night. All right. The Blue Jays with the ball. Looks like Coach gave him a little pep talk there. Let's see if it works.
Again, Osceola managed to get a hand on that pass. And that pass too.
Yeah.
So, you know, they're still reaching in and making some attempts to knock the ball away or steal possession. And so far, it's been pretty successful for them. And that's going to be a foul on number 15, Bailey Anderson.
Yeah.
With a little push there.
That was, I would call that more of a little tap. We see a lot more of that when these girls are playing here. But that will send number 15?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Here, I'll zoom in. See, your hair is just covering up her number, so goes up, it goes in. So she will shoot another shot.
So that would be Morgan Walden at the line.
All right, finally got her name, Morgan Walden. Second shot goes up, it goes in. 15-23, Osceola.
You know, I got to tell you, Spencer Edwards, who calls the game for us sometimes, he likes to call the free throw line the charity line.
The charity line.
But you know, as Rollers goes up for another 3,
and we'll have a jump ball.
Make it. You know, I don't really agree with calling it the charity line. I think you're working pretty hard to draw the fouls sometimes. I don't know that you could.
You know, really honestly, if I get sent to the free throw line, it's more like charity for the other team because I don't make those shots.
Sure.
There's a shot from the outside, rebounded by Osceola, but then the ball's hit away, and we have a travel. Yeah. A lot of you might be surprised to hear that basketball isn't really my best sport. But now, Stacy, you played basketball in high school, didn't you?
I did, and I would probably say it wasn't my best sport either.
Yeah, when you go to Lakeland, what do you do?
Well, you know, that's it, and I really did enjoy athletics, and I ran cross country, played volleyball and softball as well as basketball. Just because I enjoyed being part of a team and having something to fill the time with. But I will admit I wasn't the most talented of athletes.
Yeah. Well, that's all right. The Blue Jays with the ball here. They're trying to figure out a way to get away from Osceola here because they are reaching in and knocking the ball away. Looks like we're going to have a foul. 2 shots.
Foul is going to be on Abby Vogel. That'll send her to the line.
Yeah, and Osceola's a little bit of foul trouble here. They have 8 fouls tonight.
Yeah.
They're already in the bonus.
Looks like that was on number 3, Megan Jones. No, Madison Jones. Sorry about that.
And Vogel will shoot again. I believe the last time she was at the free throw or the charity line. She made both of those. So.
And I get it. Charity line, free points if you can sink them. But, still, you were working awfully hard to draw the foul most times.
And it looks like she's at 100% on her charity line shots. If Spencer's listening right now, he's going to be like, man, they're still at my line.
Oh, no, I love Spencer. He's
a bad pass by Osceola goes out of bounds, and that will give the Blue Jays the ball. All right. Blue Jays cross half line. A little bit of screen set up there. Dribbles in. Bounces to the. She's at top of the key now. Oh, and there is another steal by Osceola. That is really what has given them the lead, is the fact that they've been able to get up, get in front of the ball, steal. I don't know how many steals they got tonight. There's a long pass.
Oh, she couldn't get it.
A risky pass. It does not pay out for them.
That was a good effort, but Jaden Steinbach just couldn't quite pull it in.
17-23. The Blue Jays are definitely still in this game. So 4 minutes, 20 seconds left. Pass to the inside, wide open, up and in. It's like somebody kind of missed their assignment on that one. All right. So, you mentioned earlier that these teams have played a lot.
And again, Osceola gets a hand in the pass, manages to come up with possession.
Gets the ball away. Pass to the baseline, shot, no good. Recovered by Osceola, up and in.
And again, that's Aaliyah Asare. 2 points for her.
17-27, Osceola. She drives to the inside, layup is fouled, and the basket does not go in.
That's going to send number 5, Chloe Rojas, to the line.
That should be their 9th foul.
I think she was going up for a good layup there, but she just didn't quite land the shot when she drew the foul.
Well, now she has the opportunity to make those points. And misses.
The foul, I think, was on number 00 Peyton Self. That'll be her 2nd foul. 3 minutes and 22 seconds left to play here in that half. Really got to watch the fouls for Osceola. They've racked up quite a few in this first half of play.
Well, we've seen what they're doing. They're playing hard. They're pressing, and you're going to get a few more fouls when you play that way. It's just you're constantly got your hands in there trying to grab the ball, so
That's
that will
true.
result in a few more fouls.
Yeah, they've been playing a very aggressive game out here tonight.
That makes it 18-27. Osceola almost like they're taking a little bit of a breather here, passing the ball around. She's wide open. She could, I thought she was going to step up and maybe take that shot. Passes off, goes up and in.
Osceola will widen their lead to 11.
Montrose just hasn't quite figured this out yet. We see this a lot of times, that a team might struggle just a little bit and then come back after the half, make some adjustments, and win the game.
More and more, I really believe that's the sign of a really good basketball team. If you can go in at halftime and come back with a new strategy that turns the game around for you, that shows your versatility and your ability to understand your opponents. That without that, you just don't win ball games.
Yeah. Well, we were at another championship game where Wabalo was playing against Lakeland, and at the half, Wabalo led by 16 points. Shot goes up off the glass, no good. It rebounded by Osceola. She'll bring it in, throws underneath the basket. Shot goes up, no good. And
out of bounds. It'll stay with Osceola.
Got some fresh players coming in.
Foul was on number 25.
Yeah, I seen 00 Self come into the game, and I didn't catch the other player. Might have been number 4. Thrown in right underneath the basket. Ball bobbles around a little bit, but Osceola gets it back under control. Pass to the inside and is intercepted by Montrose. Drives in,
steal.
up off the glass, and
Up
goes
and
in.
And that's number 25 for Montrose. And again, she's not on our roster. I'm trying to figure out who number 25
And
is.
she has at least 6 points so far. So maybe at halftime we'll figure out who she is. Self comes in, shoots off the rim, rolls off. Blue Jays ball. All right, she drives in and fouled. (20-29). The Blue Jays have managed to get within 9 points. They have been down by 10.
It's going to be the first foul for Caitlin Gray.
Osceola has got 10 fouls. That means double bonus. Oh, and that, I believe, is her first miss.
I tell you, Abby's been really consistent from the line tonight. So
Absolutely.
If I were going to send somebody in double bonus, she would not be the person I'd want to be up against.
And the second one goes in.
Minute and 15 left to play here in the half. And right now, Osceola is leading the Montrose Blue Jays by 8 points.
Shot from the outside, no good. Rebounded by Osceola. Shot back up again, up off the glass.
And that
I'll tell you what, good rebounding right there by Osceola.
That's right. Number 23, Chrissy Simmons. That was 3 shots before they made the points. And
Foul
just
called.
shows a lot of determination to keep at it like that.
48 seconds left on the clock. Just a quick reminder as we're getting ready to finish the second quarter. Oh, that goes in. Please share this feed. Let other people, friends and family that you may know, let them enjoy this game as well. Got some substitutions here. Steinbach and I think, was it Rojas came in. Up, bounces around, goes in. 23-31, Osceola. 46 seconds. We're getting a little bit of a full court press here by the Blue Jays. She passes it off and back. But Blue Jays will.
The shot by number 23, Chrissy Simmons, no good. And Montrose comes down the floor.
Yeah. 27 seconds. She gets her own rebound up, bounces around, does not go in, and we're going to have a jump ball.
Yep, he's going to call foul.
Oh. That was on Montrose.
Montrose, number 25, with the foul.
Yeah.
I think he's going to say she just got a little too aggressive.
Yeah.
Couple of substitutions. I saw Lindsay I coming back in from Montrose, and I missed the Osceola.
20 seconds now on the clock. You can hear the crowd cheering on defense. A lot of Montrose people here tonight.
3, 2, 1.
3-shot goes up.
Oh.
So at halftime, it's going to be 23 Montrose, 31, Osceola.
I think they thought they just had a little bit more time left, and she was trying to pass to Aaliyah Asore and just didn't quite get the pass there in time.
Well, as promised, this was going to be an exciting game. Of course, when you get into the championship round, that's usually what ends up happening. The number 1 seed, Montrose, and the number 2 seed, Osceola. While we're here at halftime, we got to pay a few bills, so just want to mention and say thank you to our sponsors, Oak Star Bank. Now, Oak Star Bank, they're actually building a brand new location at the intersection of 13 and 7. That is right across from the hospital. And then also Jim Rasick Chrysler, Dodge, Plymouth, GMC on the loop. Hankins Grain, now that name should sound very familiar to a lot of people in Montrose. Hankins. They have lived in this area for a long time. In fact, your grandmother, Stacy's grandmother, has ran the, is it the Pennington Seed buying station?
Yeah, she ran the Pennington Seed Station after my grandfather passed away. Of course, Grandpa ran it for years before that, up until just a few years ago, and then Henslick's took over doing that. She doesn't need to be working that hard anymore.
Yeah. Well, she's definitely worked hard her entire life, and definitely a beautiful granddaughter. I'm kind of fond of her. In case y'all didn't know it, Stacy is my wife. Of course, we are streaming live on C-Squared Embroidery and Screen Printing, as well as the Landmark Restaurant. If everybody that's lived in this area has probably eaten at the Landmark at some point in time. Of course, my favorite is the fried chicken that they serve on every Wednesday and
I
Sunday.
don't know. I mean, fried chicken is great and all, but pie. Try the pie. You have to have pie.
They do have good pie. They do have good pie. One of the other places that we're streaming to tonight is the Primeville Crow. For those who are watching on the Primeville Crow, go ahead and give that a share, give it a like. The reason why I ask so much for people to share and like is because what ends up happening is the Facebook and YouTube analytics see that there's a lot of activity every time that we do go live, and what they do is they will then put these games in more people's news feeds, which allows more people to actually see the games. Now, that is one of our goals, is just so people can see these games. So show a little love, like, and share. I think Stacy is going to wander off here, probably going to say hello to some folks. Of course, Stacy is from this area. I'm from Osceola. She's from, she had a Deepwater address. So she knows a lot of folks here, so she's saying hello to some few people. I don't see who it is. But let me go ahead and talk about some of our sponsors here, because, we got to pay the bills. Of course, as you know, Stacy works for Bernard Bookkeeping and Tax. And then, of course, this is all being live streamed at Sounds Like Videos Facebook and YouTube page. Always want to remind you, as you see on the screen there, like. Please do that. That helps more and more people see the games. Aaron Collins, of course, we'll be speaking a lot about him. He is our only, not halftime sponsor, but timeout sponsor at this time. Guys next door here, he just handed me a bunch of stats. Thanks. Appreciate that. All right. So we are at 6 minutes to go until the start of the third period. Stacy's looking around here. She's probably trying to remember that we need to put some batteries in the other camera. We're actually running 2 cameras tonight. Well, 3 actually, because we've got one pointed at the scoreboard and then 2 at the floor. So
I had set an ink pen out here for me, and I lost it somewhere. I was trying to find it. We kept calling number 25 out on the Montrose girls team, and I could not figure out why I didn't have a 25 on my roster. 25 is Ryan Landis, and she is listed as 22.
Okay.
So
Ron Landis is number 22. Okay.
so
I think I called that name out at one point. I thought I did. Maybe, probably not. But anyway, appreciate everybody for tuning in here and staying with us. Normally you would have some sort of halftime show. The cheerleaders or band or some other type of group like that would be performing, but this is a tournament, so we just don't have that. Stacy's that noise you're hearing, that's Stacy taking off her headphones, and she's going to run over to the other camera and switch out the batteries. So, we did Lakeland's game last night, and then we're over here at Montrose. We actually ended up doing all 4 of the Lakeland games. That was, of course, the 2 varsity games and then the junior varsity games as well. That was their homecoming. And Lakeland ended up winning all 4 of those games. I don't have the scores right here in front of me, and I'm getting a little older, so I don't commit those things to memory like I used to be able to. So, So, Osceola leads 31-23, and I'm sure that Montrose's coach is in there in the locker room giving the girls a pep talk. As I mentioned earlier, that that really shows some character as a team come out after halftime and win the game. Of course, we talked about the Lakeland-Wabalo game, where Lakeland was able to come back and win that. I don't know what Coach Collins said to his boys, but I tell you what, that was just an incredible game. So, and this game tonight has also been just perfect. Really enjoying watching the girls tonight. So, well, as I said, we're doing double duties tonight. So Stacy and I are kind of moving some equipment around here. Osceola's come back out onto the court to get warmed up again. So, we were doing something. I've mentioned this a few times that we're streaming on multiple different platforms. It's not brand new technology. It's been able to been done for quite some time, but in this area, as far as I know, we're the only company at this point in time that is actually doing that. We're trying it out this year. So whatever platform you are watching, let's just say you picked up this because somebody shared it. If it's on Sounds Like Videos, if it's on C-Squared, embroidery and screen printing, or on the Landmark, or Primitive Old Crow, go ahead and like the page. Not just like the feed, but go and like the page. That way, whenever the next time the game pops up, and we're going to be covering definitely quite a few Lakeland games, and then we have the Clinton tournament coming up. I don't have the teams right here in front of me, but really quickly, a few that are going to be in there. Lakeland boys and girls are both going to be competing. Warrensburg boys and girls will be competing. On the girls' side, it will also be Nevada. Now, Nevada is, at this point in time, still ranked in the top 10 in the state.
In their class division.
In their class division, they're still ranked in the top 10. So they will be there as well. On the boys' side, Kansas City East and also Grandview Christian Academy or Christian School. Not for sure which one of those it is, but so these teams are going to get a chance to play against people that don't normally get to play against. So, all right, we're under a minute to start the second half. Of course, right after this, we will cut off the feed, probably switch out some more batteries and grab a drink of water, and then we'll be back here for the boys' championship game. I think they're doing, 12 minutes between each?
They have been,
Yeah.
yes.
They'll do a ceremony where they'll hand out the trophies, I believe, and then it will be 12 minutes, and the boys will then play. So, 21-23. Osceola's in the lead right now. Osceola actually has led almost the entire game. I think the Blue Jays actually scored first, and then it was tied and back and forth, and then through the second quarter, Osceola, I think, has pretty much led the entire way. So, anyway, a little bit of update for those who are tuning in a little late. Of course, this is archived wherever you're watching, if it be on C-Squared or Primitive Old Crow or the Landmark Restaurant Facebook page. You can go back and watch these games again in case you missed the beginning. So it is Montrose ball. Thought she maybe was going to shoot a 3-shot there. A bad pass and falls down. Gets called for travel. So that will give Osceola the ball. So just want to appreciate everybody who has been tuned in tonight, who's watching. Also appreciate those who have shared the game. That is a long 3-shot. It's rebounded by Osceola, but no score off that one. Throw to the inside, up off the glass, bounces off the rim. Rebound, the Blue Jays, and we're going to have a jump ball.
You know, again, Osceola just has her hand in the middle of every pass, and so Montrose is just going to have to be very diligent to make sure that they keep control of the ball.
We've seen a lot of that this year, especially in the girls' basketball. A lot of full court press and a lot of pressure. I tell you which team has really got that technique down, and that is Boonville. They played Clinton the other night, and we actually covered that game. And it was just nonstop pressure. It's like, you know, Clinton just could not get into any type of rhythm because they were under so much pressure.
Yeah.
Ball's inbounded, drives in, passes to the outside, top of the key. She spins around, goes in for the layup, up and good.
And that's number 25. That's Ryan Landis. Of course, we had her on the roster as 22. And so the first half, I wasn't sure exactly who was shooting the ball.
That pass goes out of bounds, so it will be the Blue Jays ball. 25-31. She looks like she's going to drive in, passes off, top of the key.
Oh,
pass
good
underneath,
catch.
up. She misses, though. Be Osceola's ball. Oh, a long pass underneath, up. Shot rebounded by Osceola.
That was Peyton Self for the shot. Managed to get her own rebound, put it up again, but she couldn't land the basket.
25-31, Osceola. 5 minutes, 30 seconds. Oh. Who was that on? Number 12, Osceola.
Yeah, that's Aaliyah Asora.
Asora. Blue Jays ball. Oh,
wow.
Bad pass. Rolls. Out of bounds. Yeah. She got a hold of the ball and was actually laying halfway out of bounds, so it will be Osceola's ball.
You know, again, with that pressure from Osceola, Montrose was trying to get the ball in and just, she knew time was running out. She had to force the pass.
Long three, rolls around a little bit, comes out. Rebounded by the Blue Jays. Oh, a long pass. That is the second time we have seen them do that. Of course, when you're able to throw the ball in right underneath the basket like that, you definitely have an advantage, but you've got to be able to maintain the ball. The pass underneath the post and is lost.
And she's trapped on the baseline.
Yep. But she's able to get the ball out. Oh, and it's stolen away by Osceola. They called a foul on number 20? Or is that 25?
That's 25.
That's 25, Landis.
That's her 4th foul of the night. That's why she's upset about it. She really felt like she was just fighting for the ball.
Yeah, so she's definitely in some foul trouble. Number 2 with the ball here. Up, off the glass, no good. Gets her the rebound and looks like she's fouled.
And so that's Mackenzie Wohlers. That'll send her to the line for Osceola. And she is definitely one of their leaders here on this Osceola team. The first half, she was really strong.
And her shot goes in, 32-25. Is memory serve me correct? Is that their first point in this quarter? And then that would be their second?
That may be. I'm not sure.
If memory serves me correct, they went into the half 31 points. So it looks like Montrose has come up with something. Osceola hasn't been able to score.
And that's number 30 for Montrose. That's Abby Vogel putting in 2.
Well, that's the thing. You go into the half thinking that you got this wrapped up, and that's not the case. I'm not saying that the Osceola is doing that. She shoots and is fouled.
That will send Aaliyah Osora to the line.
Yeah. You know, when you're going up against a team that has been in the top 10 in the state in their class, you just can't. You can't sit back and relax. Shot goes up, bounces around, and does not fall in. Practice her technique there really quick. Ball goes up and goes in. So all the points so far for Osceola have come off of the free throw line. 34-27.
In the second half.
Or in the second half. Thank you for that correction. For all these you just tuning in, we are in the second half.
There was a good three-point attempt by number 3, Lindsay I from Montrose, but just didn't quite manage to keep it in the basket.
Rebounded by Self. And a foul's called.
I think that's number 5, Chloe Rojas. That will be her 3rd foul of the ball game.
Osceola will inbound the ball. You know, in the first half, Osceola kind of got into some foul trouble early, but they've only got 1 foul so far this half. Well, inbounded to Self. Back to the outside, up. Oh, ball rolls out of bounds.
And it will stay here with Osceola.
Just want to appreciate everybody that's been tuning in for all these games. I know there's families that have kids that, you know, nieces and nephews and cousins that play in several of the different schools. Well, looks like that is rebounded and yanked out of the hands of an Osceola player. Oh, and yeah, you're going to get called for a foul every time on that one.
That was on the floor.
Yeah. So she will take it from out of bounds. You know, I threw a poll up on Facebook, you know, and the poll was, do you have family in Lakeland or Clinton? And you know what the results were? 50-50.
Well, you know, I saw a lot of comments, too, where people posted both. Why don't I have that option?
There you go.
And
up and
there
off
we
the
go.
glass.
Abby Vogel manages to put down 2 and draw the foul. That'll send her to that charity line.
Charity line. Stealing some lines from Spencer Edwards. Of course, we work with Spencer not only here at the Sounds Like Videos and doing this, but also at KDKD we do their Game of the Week broadcast. The next one will be, I believe, the 22nd at Oak Grove. That'll be a Clinton game. But as we were talking about that poll we did, and she missed
just
a shot.
A little bit short.
Oh, and he calls that jump ball.
Yes, he did.
So, yeah, like you said, a lot of people put in the comments both. You know, that's something that we'll see, and especially in this area. You'll have family that'll be in Clinton, Montrose, Osceola. So I even saw Justin Norris over here earlier. He was watching a family member in the
Hume-Miami game,
yeah,
right?
Hume-Miami game. So Self with the ball. To the outside, top of the key, passing around.
You know, the thing I notice about Osceola is that they really work their offense. They don't rush their shots.
Okay.
And just like that, number 00 Peyton Self sets up and puts it away for 3. And, you know, they probably had 6, 7 passes before the shot went in, and not once did they feel threatened by the opposition on it.
The Blue Jays answer with 2 off the glass. You know, it seems like Osceola has let off that pressure a little bit, and they're letting the Blue Jays back into this game. Rebound, jump ball.
You know, it takes a lot of energy to really keep that pressure on, and you get to the second half of the game, and sometimes it's better to let up a little bit and see if you can hold your lead without putting too much strain on your players. And so far, they're maintaining a lead, even though the margin has been cut slightly. It may be a strategy that works out for them in the long run.
Well, the Blue Jays are definitely creeping back in here. They are a very, very good team. Just like that, gets the rebound up off the glass.
That was number 5, Chloe Rojas, and put it up, managed her own rebound, and put it away for 2.
Yeah.
We've got 1:57 left here in the third quarter. And we have a 4-point difference. Still Osceola in the lead, 37-33 over the Montrose Blue Jays.
Montrose is definitely making a comeback here. Of course, they did foul. Number 12. First shot's up, goes in.
That's Aaliyah Asora at the line for Osceola, and she manages to sink the first.
38-33. Osceola in the lead. Of course, right after this is the boys' championship. That will be Montrose and Ballard. Now, Ballard was the number 7th seed team, was able to win and get into the championship round.
And the second shot, no good for Aaliyah Sora. Montrose will manage the rebound and come down.
Pass to the inside. Passes back out, almost goes out of bounds, but she recovers.
That was a good save by Peyton Laswell there to grab that ball. And she takes one from the baseline, puts it up. No, it bounces out, and Osceola comes up with the rebound.
Yep, she drives in, passes back to the outside. Osceola moving the ball around a little bit here.
And there we see them working that offense again. Let's slow down. Let's reset a minute, put it where we want it.
Oh, bad pass goes out of bounds. It will be the Blue Jays ball. Yeah, we're not quite. Oh, that'll be a foul right there. She went to set the screen, but she was not settled in.
Yeah, just didn't get her feet underneath her well enough.
Nope. It'll be Osceola's ball. Oh, bad pass. Gives the ball over to Montrose. Free shot from the outside, no
number
good.
30, Abby
Rebounded
Vogel,
by Osceola.
not quite
Drive,
there.
3-on-1 off the glass.
And that is
And
number 23, Chrissy Simmons with the layup.
26 seconds left in this quarter. 40-33. Pass to the inside, goes up, shoots, off the glass, no good. Gets her own rebound, and then it's fouled.
That's number 4, Jaden Steinbach, again underneath the basket for Montrose. And, you know, I tell you what, she is always in there fighting for that ball, following through and ready for the rebound.
Well, I don't think they have the heights on here. No, they don't, but she's definitely one of the tallest players out there for both teams. First one goes in, 34-40. 18.9 seconds left in this quarter.
Let's see if she can close the gap again. And she does. That brings the deficit to 5 for Montrose. And Osceola will take the ball down. See if they can break the pressure a little bit.
Oh, she passes underneath and is fouled, it looks like. They'll send her
That's
to the
going to
line.
send Chrissy Simmons to the line.
First shot goes up. Oh, no good.
Bounces right back out.
Will remain 40-35. Comes her second shot. The Blue Jays have 7 fouls, team fouls. Second shot goes up and is no good. Three shot goes up. It's a little short there. Touched by Osceola, but that will be the end of the third period. Your score is 40-35, 5-point difference. Hey, there's the cheerleaders. That'd be Montrose Blue Jay cheerleaders. Of course, it's timeout. Well, it's not timeout, it's half quarter, between quarters. Just want to say thanks to Aaron Collins, Missouri Farm Bureau, right there at Clinton Corners in Clinton, Missouri. Oak Star Bank, Jim Rasick, Landmark, which we're streaming live on. C Squared, embroidery and screen printing. Hobby Time Sports, Bernard Tax and Bookkeeping. Of course, that's where Stacy works. Primitive Old Crow, we're streaming live there as well. And then, of course, we are Sounds Like Videos. And if you like the YouTube feeds, you can watch this game on Sounds Like Videos, YouTube, and also Radford Media Group. That would be KDKD. So 8 minutes left. Osceola up by 5. We promised you an exciting game, and here it is. This is still anybody's game. So far, Osceola has led for the last 2 quarters. Osceola tossing the ball around here, trying to get a good shot in. Oh, good pass underneath the post, but she was not able to capitalize on that. Oh, knocked out of bounds by Osceola.
That was number 2, Mackenzie Wallers, coming up behind her and manages to knock the ball away.
Osceola's had some success putting a lot of pressure in, and it looks like they're stepping up the pressure in this quarter. Pass to the inside, and it's fouled.
That was number 25, Ryan Landis, up for the shot. And, of course, no good. The ball knocked away on the foul.
Yeah. That should be 5 fouls for Osceola. 3-pointer, wow. A very long bucket.
Again, Ryan Landis with the 3-point shot, and she nailed it. That brings our score within 2.
Yes. Ball goes up, off the rim.
Oh, and she manages the rebound. That's a
Gets the ball up, rebounded by Osceola again, and then is fouled.
I believe was on number 5, Chloe Rojas. That will be her 4th foul. of the game.
You know, in this last quarter, in the third period, not a whole lot of scoring taking place.
No, it was a very, very defensive-oriented quarter for both teams.
Pass to the outside, dribbles in, off the rim, rebounded by the Blue Jays. Almost lost that ball.
So the Blue Jays will set up and run their offense here and see if they can find a shot.
Toss to the inside.
Inside
up,
to
and
Abby Vogel.
she will be fouled. Vogel with the opportunity right here to tie up this game.
And I believe that is the third foul on Peyton Self of Osceola.
First shot up and short.
And she's going to take another shot at it here.
Second shot goes up, and we have a tie ball game, ladies and gentlemen.
6 minutes and 12 seconds left to play here in the fourth quarter. And the number 1 seeded Montrose Blue Jays.
Nice pass up off the glass, and Osceola retakes the lead.
And the number 2 seeded Osceola Indians are really fighting it out here.
Two very good teams, lots of talent out here on the court. Pass to the inside, deflected. Osceola gets the ball. She drives in for a layup, passes.
Pass
back and is fouled as she goes up. That will send her to the line.
That's Aaliyah Sora, and she has been excellent at the line tonight. She's just a crucial player for this Osceola Indians team. She's fast and she's accurate with her shots.
I think fast may be an understatement. She's got just
and she
speed.
lengthens the lead to 3 with that one.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, a three-point shot would tie this up if she misses this shot, but she does not. Oh.
So you've got a foot fault. She crossed the line.
She crossed the line.
So no point.
So we have a three-point game here.
And a steal from Aaliyah Sora. She goes up, easy layup.
Easy layup and goes in. 46-41, Osceola. Tell you what, this has been an exciting game. Montrose was able to come in and tie up the game for a short bit, but Osceola has pulled slightly ahead.
I believe the foul is on number 13 for Osceola. That's Zoe Tillotson.
Tillotson, yes.
She was
passed to the inside.
Not convinced
knocked out of bounds.
That it should have been a foul.
Blue Jays ball. Looks like we're going to have a timeout. Coaches are going to get the girls and regroup. Draw up a few plans here. I want to say thank you to Aaron Collins for being our timeout sponsor. Truly appreciate it right there in Clinton, Missouri. He's just cat a corner from your office, Stace.
He is. We kind of share the parking lot there, which can be a big problem sometimes. Lots of storefronts and very little parking.
Yeah.
Aaron is an Osceola native too, and so these girls, Osceola girls here tonight, are playing basketball, and I know basketball is definitely something he follows a little bit because of his brother Adam, who happens to be the coach at Lakeland.
Yeah, I've talked to Aaron. I was like, so basketball or football? And he's like, oh, I'm definitely football. Oh, that ball is knocked out of bounds by Osceola.
I did know that about Aaron, and I would bet you anything that you're going to find him wearing a lot of Chiefs apparel this weekend.
Oh, absolutely. Of course, the AFC Championship game tomorrow Oh, knocked out of bounds by Osceola.
I haven't had a chance to talk to him the last week or so. He may even go to the game if he gets a chance.
I'm definitely not going to go. Oh, good pass inside, but
Wow.
does not. I mean, she had a wide open shot there and knocked it up, and it goes out of bounds.
That's number 4, Jaden Steinbach, and she does an excellent job of posting up under the basket, but she's just had a run of bad luck tonight trying to get them to fall.
Pass to the outside, throws the inside, almost stolen away, but Self is able to recover. Drives in along the baselines, back up to Self.
Double zero.
She shoots off the glass. 48-41, Osceola.
We're just under 4.5 minutes left here in the ball game. And you see Osceola start to widen that gap a little bit more.
Pass goes up, rebounded by the Blue Jays, and in.
And
I don't think we mentioned this, but the Blue Jays are undefeated. That may change tonight. Osceola.
Well, I don't know. It's hard to call when you've got a five-point difference.
Yeah.
Especially with these teams.
The Blue Jays with the ball. They're going to drive down and see if they can't get
under the basket to
and
Jade
the basket
Steinbach.
counts.
She nails the 2, and that'll send her to the line.
Brings it within 3.
That foul was on number 2, Mackenzie Wohlers. That's only her second for Osceola.
Her shot goes up. Bounces up and goes in.
And 2 points is our deficit for the Montrose Blue Jays here as they fight to maintain their perfect record for the season.
Of course, Montrose is showing a little pressure here. Osceola, 3 minutes, 35 seconds left. Osceola, I think it's a dangerous move to set back on this small of a lead.
I don't really think that's what they're trying to do, though. I think Osceola is just looking for...
Oh, good pass to the inside, and
there.
Wow.
And that was 2 points for Aaliyah Sora. I think that's what they were looking for. They were just trying to work their offense and find a good opening.
Yeah.
I don't think they're trying to kill the time. They're just trying to find a good shot that they can count on.
Well, Self got open underneath the basket, went up, missed. It was actually rebounded by the Blue Jays, and then the pass was intercepted by, of course. Now, who's the point leader tonight for Osceola?
It would be hard to say for sure.
Yeah, I think that's
Aaliyah Sora has been
Aaliyah.
really active, but, number 2, Mackenzie Wohlers is right there with her, and both of them are just a very dominant player.
Mm-hmm.
Osceola they have a lot of depth and variety in their team, and both of those ladies are just amazing.
Absolutely. Misstep one direction or the other, and this could be anybody's ball game. I mean, it's only 46-50.
4 points, 3 minutes and 13 seconds left to play.
A lot of time.
A lot of time, and this is a fast-paced game. These girls are moving up and down the floor, and we could see a lot of change in that score.
Well, the Blue Jays have proven that they can hit the three-point shot. One of those is, and then a 2 bucket, and they got the lead. There you go. She passes in, drives, spins around, fouled.
That is
of course, that will
number
send her
30,
to the line.
Abby Vogel. That will send her to the line.
So if Osceola wins, could you consider that an upset?
Well, I think you have to,
Shot goes up. It goes in.
As the number 2 seed, and also when you're facing a team that's undefeated for the season, you definitely have to think of that as an upset, even though I think everyone expected these 2 teams to play together.
Yeah. Both shots are good. 48-50. Osceola now with the ball. Blue Jays showing more pressure. Oh, the crowd wants a call there, but they're not going to get it. Ball's knocked out by the Blue Jays.
You can tell both of these teams really want it. These girls are fighting for it.
Absolutely. Oh, she missed the opportunity. Are they saying she kicked the ball?
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
So what was almost a steal for Montrose gives it back to Osceola, and they'll bring it in on their own baseline here.
Osceola could have took some shots there, but they chose not to.
Well, again, this offense is really working their ball. They're looking for something that they can count on. They don't want to throw it away.
Both coaches yelling at their players, giving them direction.
Notice how wide out they've swung now, Osceola.
Yes, they have.
They are really just waiting for
trying to take some time.
Montrose to come in and foul them.
Osceola just eating up tons of time here. Oh, here's a pass. Oh, pass to the inside. Back up. Back to the outside. They don't take the shot. They're just going to burn as much time off the clock as possible. It's only 48-50. Now they decide to foul.
There's Abby Vogel.
And
Osceola's coach wants a technical, but she's not going to get it on this.
No.
That's only 2 for Abby Vogel for the team, for the night.
Yeah, I agree with the refs there. Don't call the technical. She was just going to foul, and she slipped when she hit her.
Well, I see the coach's point. It was definitely intentional, but if you're going to swing your girls out wide and kill time, you've got to expect the other team to come after you.
Yeah. Well, that extends the lead, 51-48. A very defensive game here in the second half. Both go in 52-48. 1 minute, 30 seconds left. Osceola looks like they're going to get charged with
number
foul.
12 is going to be called for the blocking foul there.
Yeah.
That's her 4th tonight.
She wants to argue, but her feet wasn't set.
Yeah, she was moving.
First shot's up, misses.
No.
Osceola gets the ball. One minute, 20 seconds left. Osceola's just going to set on the lead here. Oh, and there's the foul.
And that will be the 5th, I believe, for Ryan Landis. I think she'll have to come out of the game.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're a minute, 16 seconds away from an upset. An undefeated team may fall tonight.
On the line for Osceola, we've got number 2, Mackenzie Wohlers. Her first is a good. That'll increase their lead to 5.
In order to take the lead, Montrose will need.
And she puts another one away.
They're going to need 2 3-point shots to keep this game alive. Minute 9. She drives in, gets fouled, but the shot does not count.
Did they call it before the foul? That's going to send Abby Vogel to the line, number 30 for Montrose.
Both teams have 10 team fouls. Shot goes up, and she's short.
First is a little bit short.
She was shooting 100% in the first half. In fact, it was the second quarter before she missed a free throw shot, and now she struggled in the second half. Second shot does go up and goes in. And a timeout is immediately called, of course. Now that it's timeout, we got to thank Aaron Collins, Missouri Farm Bureau, Clinton, Missouri. You know, you hear announcers say all the time, if it wasn't for our sponsors that this wouldn't be possible, but let me just tell you something. We went to the Wobble tournament, which was, less than a month ago?
Yeah, about 3 weeks ago today.
We had no sponsors at that time. We were planning on doing the Clinton tournament, and we were trying to get sponsors. And we did that game, no sponsors. And in that time period, I mean, you've heard us read off all the sponsors. You know, everybody, these businesses in this area have really, truly stepped up and supported these teams. Not only Clinton, but also Lakeland. And that also allows us to bring you what's been an awesome game. And let me just remind you, there's another one coming up. That will be Montrose against Ballard. Oh, that ball hit. And it will be.
And Montrose forced the turnover.
Yes, they did.
Now we'll take another timeout.
Mm-hmm. So I was saying it's so cliche, thank our sponsors, but truly, if we hadn't had these sponsors, we wouldn't have been able to make it to this game tonight.
Well,
yes, we still would have covered some of the Clinton games and stuff, but
you know what? Here's the icing on the cake, I guess you would say for me. After we covered that Lakeland Woblo game, we had text messages, we had emails, we had Facebook comments from people in several states that said things like, hey, I'm away at college and I got to watch my brother play. Thanks for covering that game. And my favorite one, this was actually a story. Someone actually came up to me and told me this story. They said, hey, thanks for being here. My parents live out of state and my son is playing ball tonight and they have never seen him play basketball. And because you guys showed up and because the video is live, we called them and they were able to tune in and they've seen their grandson play basketball tonight for the first time.
Yeah.
And to me, that just makes it all worthwhile. If we get one family that says that, then I mean,
that is not the only one. We've had all kinds of messages from people just, hey, thanks for showing the games.
Montrose puts the ball back in play here.
Here's a
just
3-shot. It goes in. 52-54, 1 minute left, 59.8 seconds left.
And immediately Montrose's coach calls a timeout. I don't think we talked about these coaches ahead of game today, and so I just want to read their names to you real quick. For Montrose, we've got, let me find them. Head coach Scott White and assistant coaches Tanner White and Jason Pleacher. These guys are putting in a heck of a lot of work with these girls. And then on the Osceola side, we got Kim Wallers and Cameron Luptek. All the practices, all the games, the travel, the time and effort you put into it. The coaches, definitely pat them on the back, give them a round of applause when you see them because they earn it.
Montrose definitely showed some pressure here. Clock now running. And she is fouled.
That's going to be on number 1, Riley Lasswell. And to send Aaliyah Asora to the line for Osceola.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's only 2 points right now that separate these two great teams. And 54 seconds left. Can she extend the lead? And she does. 3 points now separate these two teams. Now the Blue Jays have proven that they can hit the 3-ball and hit the 3-ball from way outside. But they're going to need a little bit more than a 3-ball here because she just knocked down her second free throw, 56-52. She drives in. Up, and the basket goes in.
Abby Vogel for 2, closing the distance.
Yeah.
And Montrose comes out with that heavy press. Not real effective for them, and they take the foul instead. Aaliyah Sora for the Osceola team, she has an amazing free throw percentage. I don't know what it is today, but, just watching her, she is so accurate.
Just like that.
Wouldn't it be great if the Montrose girls could send somebody else to the line?
Yeah, if you're going to foul somebody, don't foul her, because she will make you pay.
She is doing an amazing job here.
And, her second shot. Does not go in. Montrose with the ball.
Rebound.
34 seconds. Pass to the underneath. Fouled.
And that's going to be number 4, Jaden Steinbach for Montrose at the line. She'll have a chance to close the gap for her team here.
54-57.
I think they called the foul on number 23, Chrissy Simmons.
That would be her third. And it goes in. 55-57.
So 31.7 seconds left to play, and we now have a 2-point ball game again.
Mm-hmm. And Osceola calls a timeout. You couldn't get a closer game than this right now. Now, Osceola has led for 3 quarters.
But Montrose has never quit either.
No, they have not.
We started out the lead seesawing back and forth between the two teams, and you said then this is going to be a great game to watch, and it really has been. Osceola put a little bit of extra pressure on in the second quarter and managed to take the lead for a while and hold it. But Montrose has just kept whittling away and has closed that gap down. And now here we are with 31.7 seconds and 2 points between the two teams.
Yeah, and we have a free throw to go.
So, it's going to be an amazing finish here. I think even now I'd hate to predict the outcome.
I'm not putting any money down on this. Of course, I wouldn't do that because I don't really gamble, but especially on high school basketball. But anyway, just to illustrate how tight this game is. Now, Osceola has not led by more than, I think, 10 points this entire game. But right now,
Jaden Steinbach is going to have a chance here to close the gap again. We'll give her her free throw shot. She sets herself. Ball is up, and it's going to bounce right out of there.
Oh.
That's Abby Vogel with the rebound, and she's going to draw the foul. That will send her to the line and give her a chance to tie this game up if she can sink her shots.
She struggled in the second half, but she definitely can knock down these balls.
And I think that foul was on number 00, Peyton Self.
56. One more, and we have a tie ball game.
So that's a lot of pressure on Abby Vogel right now.
Ball goes up.
She puts it up, and it bounces around and out.
What was the call?
I didn't see the number. He's got a foul.
Yeah. I mean, it's on Montrose.
24, Peyton Lasswell with the foul.
Yeah.
That's going to send number 23, Chrissy Simmons, to the line.
That foul occurred away from the ball. Ball goes up. No good.
Bounces around and right back out.
It doesn't matter how this ends, it's going to be a fantastic ending. Her second shot goes up. No good. Oh, ball is stolen away. Osceola has the ball. 20 seconds left and is fouled. And as we mentioned earlier, you do not want to foul number 12.
That is Aaliyah Sora. We'll send her to the line and watch her try to widen the lead for Osceola. The foul there was on number 24, Peyton Lasswell. That is her fourth of the game.
Ball goes up. She has been absolutely perfect. I think she's only missed one shot. Of course, these aren't official numbers. We're just trying to keep track the best we can. And honestly, neither one of us can really write down any of these stats because we both are doing dual roles tonight. Second one goes up. It is no good.
Oh.
Montrose with the ball.
14 seconds.
Coach calls a timeout. But, of course, Montrose had the ball when they called the timeout, so they will retain possession.
So 13.8 seconds, and we have a 2-point game. These teams, I tell you, they are really well matched.
Very well. A 3-point would give Montrose the lead. A 2-point ties it up, and Montrose has the ball.
So what do you think is the likelihood that Montrose is going to try to nail a 3-point shot here? Do you go for the tie or do you go for the win?
You know what? Montrose is very good at shooting the three. I would see them throwing the ball in, passing the ball, setting up a screen to get the 3 ball. That's my prediction.
And see, I would have gone exactly the other way. I would have said, don't try to push it outside. Go for the inside. Go for the tight 2 points and send it into overtime.
All right. Well, we are about to find out what happens. 13.8 seconds left in the game. Oh, she's got the ball to the inside, and she ties the game up.
That's
we have a tie ball game.
Abby Vogel with the 2 points for Montrose.
4, 3, 2. Time is called.
And that will be the Osceola bench.
Wow.
So we have 2 seconds left to play on the clock, and tie score at 58-58. I tell you, it doesn't get more exciting than this, does it?
Absolutely not.
These people are on their feet here. They can't sit still.
Yeah, and I'll have to say you're right. They didn't go for the 3 shot. They drove in and got underneath, a pass underneath, hit the 2 ball. We have a tie ball game. You know, I mentioned earlier that Osceola was kind of sitting back on their lead, and they weren't up by 4 points at the time. I think that may end up coming back and biting them a little bit.
You know, if I'm Osceola right now and I have possession of the ball, I'm really trying to find a way to get the ball in and get a shot off immediately. I mean, you cannot do a lot with 2 seconds when you're on a basketball court.
We've all seen it happen, though. And these are
And if I'm Montrose, I come out and put in a lot of pressure here and, try to keep them out as wide as I can, right?
There we go. Will Osceola hit the bucket? 1, and no.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think there were a lot of people that wanted a foul call there.
Nevertheless, we are where we are. It is a tie ball game. We're going into overtime. They're going to put 4 minutes on the clock. How's our other camera holding up there? Did you plug in the battery when you were over there?
I did not, but
Okay.
we will do that between games.
Well, if we're going to do it, now's the time.
This has been an amazing ball game. I just can't even believe. I mean, both teams never quitting and just fighting for every point. And Montrose comes out on the court first. They are definitely ready to go here in this overtime quarter.
All right, I might sound a little winded because I
Moved
literally
around.
ran over there and plugged in a battery, so we didn't lose our second camera.
And Montrose manages to take possession. They come down the floor.
Nope. Ball goes out of bounds.
It will stay with Montrose. They manage to get the ball in, and Steinbach puts up a quick shot. No good. The ball goes out of bounds. Again, Montrose into Steinbach. This time she nails it, and Montrose moves ahead early.
Montrose now for the first time. Well, no, it's not the first time.
But it is the first time since the first quarter of the game.
That's right.
They've had a
long
lead.
three ball is short.
And she
maybe she steps
cannot
out of bounds.
stay off that line.
What an exciting
Looks
game.
like Osceola will bring back some pressure.
Oh,
here.
yes, they do.
And they almost force the steal. Montrose manages to get down the floor.
And is
And
fouled.
put another one away. That will be Abby Vogel going to the line for Montrose, and she's been excellent on the line tonight.
62-58.
So there,
Shot goes in, 63.
that brings their lead to 5 for Montrose here in this overtime. Osceola
Shoots.
up for a quick jumper, and it's no good.
Out of bounds.
Out of bounds, and Montrose will take over.
Wow, what a turn of events. Osceola leads through 3 quarters. Montrose ties it. Overtime. And now they're in the lead. 3 minutes, 12 seconds. Osceola's bring back the pressure. Oh, they wanted a foul there. Oh, ball stolen away.
And that pressure works for them. They managed to get the turnover.
Ball goes up, in.
Sora in for 2.
Osceola now down by 3. She drives all the way down and scores.
And that is number 5, Chloe Rojas, putting that in.
Pass to the inside. Foul is called. Send her to
Foul
the
is
line.
on number 30, Abby Vogel. Shooting for Osceola, number 23, Chrissy Simmons.
She missed her. Well, she hits this one, but she had 2 earlier that she missed.
She's had a rough time from the line tonight.
Yeah. She nailed that one. 65-61. Second one up. No good. Montrose.
That's Abby Vogel from Montrose with the rebound, and she'll bring the ball down. Montrose now working their offense, moving it around.
Oh, ball's
And
kicked away.
Osceola went for the steal. They
That-
did not manage to grab the ball, but did force the turnover.
Yeah, that ball, whenever she hit it, it went down, hit her foot, and that's what caused the ball to go out of bounds. Osceola working around. Oh, over to Self.
Peyton Self on
She
the
misses.
baseline.
Oh, a long pass down.
And Maddie,
Nobody
Jaden
to stop her, but
Steinbach.
she misses. Rebounded by Montrose.
And that's Lindsay I up with the shot. She'll go to the line now for Montrose. That will be 5 fouls on Madison Jones for Osceola. Let's see who she'll. First one is good.
Is that a good one? All right. My camera just told me that I've only got a few minutes left.
So the second shot's no good for Montrose, and Osceola manages to get the rebound.
Bad pass to the
pass
inside.
underneath, and Montrose grabs it, but Osceola gets a hand on it, and the jump ball will stay with Osceola.
All right.
66-61.
Take care of a little business here. Up off
Quick
the glass.
two for
All
Peyton
right.
Self. That's going to close the gap to 3 now. We are just a little over halfway through this overtime period. And another 2 for Montrose. They widen that gap back out, James.
Yeah, I got to switch out a battery here, so we might be, we're a little dark for a second.
And we've got a turnover. Montrose takes the ball back.
All right, and we're back. Oh, jump ball.
And that should go to Montrose. Coach really wants a foul on that, but he's not going to get it. So 1 minute, 12 seconds left to play here in this overtime period. Montrose will inbound the ball from the sideline. Look around, see what they can do with it. Step back out.
1 minute left on the clock. Oh,
Bad pass.
ball's loose.
And
Osceola.
Osceola's got it. That's Peyton Self with a clear shot at the layup, and she puts it away
nails
for
it.
2.
65-68. Now Osceola's going to have to do what Montrose did to them.
And now we
Come
have
back
a
at the last
time
second.
out. Well, again, a lot of strategy going on here as we take a timeout in the game. We've got 46.1 seconds left in this overtime period, and the score is Montrose 68, Osceola 65. And I think you pointed out a few times now that early on this game, Montrose took an early lead, and then the score was back and forth several times before Osceola sort of broke out and took a healthy lead and managed to hold that lead for most of the ball game.
For 3 quarters, they led until the very last few seconds.
Until the last less than a minute of the ball game, when Montrose managed to come back and push ahead. And then Montrose, of course, losing that lead and seesawing back and forth again until they managed to end up in a tie. So Osceola comes out, full court pressure here. Osceola against the Montrose Blue Jays. They get the ball in and manage to get down the floor. So he's going to say that the Osceola player was out of bounds as she tried to come around the backside and steal the ball. So Montrose is going to have possession of the ball here and bring it in from the sideline.
38 seconds from a comeback.
Montrose gets the ball in play.
35.
Looking around.
Oh, there's the foul.
That's going to send Abby Vogel to the line again for Montrose. It's going to be on foul on number 2, Mackenzie Wohlers for Osceola.
Once again, that's one person you don't want to foul. She can knock them down just like that.
So now a 4-point game as she tries to make it 5.
And it will be 5.
And I don't know what the average is here, but 70 points for a girls' team is amazing. Peyton Self goes up and puts
Ball
in
goes
2.
in, 20 seconds left. Full court press. They're going to try to waste as much time as possible here. Probably going to see a foul.
And there it is from number 2, Mackenzie Wohlers. That, I believe, is her 5th. That should mean she's going to take a seat here.
13 seconds away from a massive comeback.
And we've got number 5, Chloe Rojas, on the line for Montrose.
Have we seen her at the line tonight?
You know, I can't say for sure. I think we probably have once or twice. And it looks like we're getting number 20 in the game for Osceola. I do not have a number 20 on my roster.
And that is
first one good for Chloe Rojas. So now she'll
67-71. Osceola in some serious trouble here.
No good.
No good.
We've got a foot foul. So we're going to take another timeout here.
Yeah. Looks like one of the girls came across the line a little too quickly. Timeout, of course. Our timeout sponsor tonight is Aaron Collins with Missouri Farm Bureau. Clinton, Missouri. This has been an exciting game. You're right, 71 points. That's a lot of points to be scored.
Well, and, you know, we've been following Lakeland a little bit. I'll tell you, the Lakeland boys are averaging 70 points a game, thereabouts. But a girls score that high, that is just unheard of. And both of these teams, I mean, we're 67-71. That's crazy.
Absolutely. And as you guys can probably see, this is a packed auditorium. There is not really any space left in this gym. I hope the fire marshal isn't here.
He can't get in. There's not enough space.
Yeah, and trust me, there's no parking in the parking lot either. We got here early and had to drive around a little bit to find a place to park.
So 13 seconds left on the clock.
Osceola with the ball. They'll need to move fast here, get down and score. Now she's taking a little too much time
and
here.
Under 5.
She's got to get that shot off. And good. But
that's a 3.
That's going to be the game. Montrose has a comeback and wins the championship right here in Appleton City.
I cannot believe that. I mean, that 3 right there at the end from Peyton Self made it a 1-point ball game, but it was right at the buzzer. I mean, Osceola just ran out of time.
They did.
And I'll tell you what, you've got to give a big round of applause to those Montrose girls because they were behind for the majority of this game, and they never quit.
Yep.
They kept fighting, they kept playing, and it paid off for them in the long run.
Trailed 3 quarters, came back at the last second, forced the overtime, and wins. Well, they're undefeated for a reason. They did not give up. They kept on.
Hey, I just want to say thanks to everybody who has tuned in and watched this rebroadcast of the Osceola Montrose game. Of course, that was at Appleton City. That was the Appleton City tournament. That was the championship. So, just following this game, the boys played Ballard, I believe, in the championship game. The Montrose boys played Ballard boys in the championship game. So, very exciting week for basketball there at the Appleton City tournament. We were able to come in and broadcast that game, and I had a lot of requests after that to do more Montrose basketball, which we did. We ended up doing a couple of other games. I know we were at Kingsville for that game, and throughout the season we started off, of course, covering Clinton, and then picking up some of the Lowry City games, and then trying to cover Montrose games. There was just so much demand, and honestly the reason why we did it is because you people out there that were watching were just like, can you please cover this team, or we'd love to see you, or like to have you back. I know since then I've been in communication with a lot of the coaches and a lot of schools and keep in contact, because our goal is to be able to cover as many teams throughout the school year as possible. One way that you all could help, and this doesn't cost you a dime, it costs you nothing, but hit the like buttons, hit the share buttons, and post comments, tag people in the broadcast. That lets us, we see it all on the back end in the analytics, and so we kind of know how many people are watching and for how long and those types of things. And what that allows us to do is go to people who can be sponsors and sponsors, and really that's how we're going to be able to afford to buy more equipment, because really that's what it's going to come down to. We have one system now. I'm reusing the system to redo this broadcast, but our goal is to get one more system up and another group of people that can cover, 2 teams during or maybe even up to 6 teams during the basketball season. Wouldn't that be great? That if you are like a lot of people I know of that live in, like, let's say the Lowry City area, you have maybe some family that plays in Clinton, and then a niece and a nephew that plays in Osceola, and a cousin that plays at Lakeland. Wouldn't it be great to be able to see all those games? That's my goal. You can help reach that goal by hitting the share, like, and those buttons and tagging people, because then I can go to sponsors and go, hey, look, I've got X amount of people watching every game. They're going to see your product. It's good for the community. It's good for you. It's good for everybody. So I'm rambling a little bit about this, but it is so very important that you guys do that, because that's the only way I can justify being there is by doing sponsorship. I wish there was a way that I could just go and do it. Maybe if I won the lottery. I would be doing this full time, that's for sure. Anyway, I appreciate everybody tuning in, and just watching the view count on here, it looks like a lot of people are watching. Of course, we're all kind of stuck inside right now, and there's no sports going on, so I hope this was a little bit of relief to everyone, and enjoy. My name's James Hinkle, of course, and that sounds like videos.